Hi guys, I'm back again to share with you my natural history journal, which I made, feels like ages and ages ago, but haven't finished it until yesterday really, because that's when I added the tabs and this lovely little charm, which is paperclip. And finally I wanted to share it with you because I've wanted to for ages. And this is my favourite journal so far. Because I just love natural history, entomology, probably way more than botanicals or any other subject, although I do like kind of steampunk and industrial style stuff. But anyway, this is probably going to be a long one, so I'm going to crack on. So this is just full of a most amazing vintage natural history images, and I decided to just use this really a lovely old encyclopedia, like pocket encyclopedia, and I didn't really want to embellish it that much, to be honest, not like the other one, because I just wanted to keep it as simple as possible. So yeah, here we go. So this beautiful image, there's so many bits and bobs, as opposed to the botanical one, which I hadn't actually filled. And whilst this doesn't have any journaling in it still, it's got all of the embellishments in it, so tags and journaling cards and everything like that. So that's an image, one of my own little drawings, illustrations there. So that just slips into that corner tuck. All the papers again are tea dyed by me, and again a lovely image there. That's been tea dyed, rust dyed and tea dyed. Little envelope there. That's got there's so many bits and bobs in this one. That's why I think it might be long, so I'll try and speed it up and less talk. This one's got 3 things in it. So there's that butterfly journaling card, a tag there with some tea dyed silk ribbon, and another long tag. I mean, all these are bits and bobs that I can write on at a later date. I love this tag, and it's just really simple, and it really is so simple to make with just a couple of little elements there, some scrappy pieces. And yeah, I can either gift that to someone at some point or write on it, or use it as a bookmark, page marker. And again, all of these images are so yummy. I just put all of my favourite images in here. There's a belly band there, which is cool. I got that from a YouTube tutorial, which is really simple again, because you just glue top and bottom. And then that's got another journaling card pocket, and with 3 tags in it, as you can see. So like I said, the bits and bobs, the reason it's taken me so long to do this one is because all of the bits and bobs inside it have just taken like ages, probably a couple of months I've been working on this. There's another vintage encyclopedia illustration there, and I made a little tiny little pocket tiny little journal from rust dyed paper, and it's only got 3, the signature's only got 3 pages, but I just thought it was really cute, and that can just tuck in there. And then used a piece of selvage strip on there. These tuck pockets and tuck spots just to add. That, I don't even know what that is, but I made it and I thought it looked nice in there. And oh yeah, that's a digital image from the Graphics Fairy, but it's just beautiful. And yeah, I just put a quote there in from the Tim Holtz, and I just love the way that this one's got so many different elements to it. All these little bits and bobs, they all pull out. Love that. Again, I think that was a Graphics Fairy image too. And then the tabs, yeah, so I just used those, made a little template, put some eyelets in, so they can hang things off all of them if you wanted. I only just wanted to hang one thing. But yeah, so there's that. There's another journaling card there. Again, loads of stitching in this one. And that is, again, is a belly band, so you can put something in there. There's some more tea dyed paper. This is a bit of a fish aquarium page, vintage stamp there. More yummy encyclopedia pages. that's from a notebook. It's beautiful. A friend bought me a notebook I filled, and then that was the front cover of it, which is stunning. And yeah, this is a double pocket, and that one I put a tiny little dragonfly charm on, which I thought was lovely. It's so adorable. That's been in my drawer for a long time, just waiting to be used, as have so many of these things. There's a corner tuck spot, and that's for a piece of fabric there. There's another double page pocket there with 2 tags in. Some more vintage encyclopedia pages. And this one, I loved this image. I stuck it on this piece of cardstock that I'd been using as a template, so it had all these arrows, and it was such a mess. And I wasn't going to use, I was going to cut it off, and then actually I thought that's perfect because it's a giraffe and it's just really tall, and it just worked. So that was a real happy accident, but I love that now. It's just, it adds a little bit of, I don't know, something is quirky. I like it. And then there's another tag there in that one. That's the end of that signature. Again, there's the window idea, which I loved from the botanical one. I'm going to use that in all of my vintage journals. And I just loved each of the first page of each signature has just one of my favourite images in it. Because I take quite a long time deciding which pages go where, so it's really important that they stay where I wanted them. And there's another one of my little illustrations. And that one doesn't have anything on the back yet, so that's just on acrylic paper. Get in. Bug doesn't want to go back, but he's going to. There we go. Yeah, there's another little tuck spot pocket there with some really lovely images on. I just love making these. I wanted to start making some ephemera to sell, but I also want to make some of these journals to sell. Now that I've made 2 for myself, I think that's more than enough. So I am in the market for some commissions if anyone would like one. This is a lovely page from a fishing diary, and I just used photo corners, so you can pop it out and write on the back. Another pocket there. Some more tags. And then that's the end of that one. Just sewed in some lovely fabric there, which is beautiful. Now this one, this was tragic because I loved this page and it had to be the front of the last signature. But when I sewed in the signature, because this is from an antique encyclopedia, the page just ripped straight away, and I was devastated, and I was like, no, that has to be there. So I fumbled around and I made it work, and what I did was I cut out the butterfly, stuck it on a fresh piece of encyclopedia page, and then I put it on a piece of, I was like, how do I get this to work? And actually the second page of this has some of my rust-dyed fabric, so I then just adhered some more rust-dyed linen to that, and that then became the page. And I was so pleased that I managed to just cobble that together, because I would have just started again. I had to be there. Because like I said, I took ages deciding which pages go on the signatures, and that was like one of my favourite images. That had to go there. So I'm so pleased with that, and the fact that I managed to to get that to stay there. So that's brilliant. Because that's one thing I've learnt from this, is that vintage pages, antique pages, do not like to be sewn. So there's some advice there for anyone else. Don't try and sew them, or if you do, back them onto something else and then sew that, because they will just tear. That's why anything that's stitched in here is reinforced as well. That's a journaling card from a card that my brother gave me for my birthday, and I put do more than exist on that one. And I love keeping images like that. I mean, he knows me so well. Hi Stephen, hopefully he'll watch this one because he's really into natural history as well. there's another little pocket and note card. That's one of my rust-dyed pieces from a year or two ago. Some Tim Holtz cardstock there. And then this one, I love this. I can't remember where I found it, but I love the page. It's an old piece of a printed ephemera of a peacock, and it's stunning. And I was like, oh, I need that in my journal. So I made a little, almost, I guess it's like a little file folder. I'll pop that back in a minute. And then, oh, that was clipped to the other side. That's why that's fallen out. So yeah, another little journaling card that I made with some entomology from that same vintage encyclopedia and some fabric there. And then there's one of my altered playing cards. I made that ages ago, and again, it's just been hanging up in my room because I love it. And I just thought, what better way to put it in this journal, because it's just perfect for it. It works. And this is just the last bit now, and stunning again. And there's the other side of my rust-dyed fabric, which I just made again into a little pocket just by putting a little brad in there, so I can slip something else in there. And at the back, I'm not really finished with this, obviously, but I just put some just some map paper with some gesso randomly like smudged over there, and I might put some text on here, might print it in some way, I don't know yet, but it really doesn't matter because it's supposed to look quite organic. And yeah, it's just, I love it, and I can't wait to fill it up. And on the spine I just popped a little image from a bee, that's from wrapping paper from Paper Chase. Like, I've had it years. And yeah, front I just stitched some, just to cover up that messy line really, more than anything. And it's still quite messy, but there you go. It is a junk journal after all. But yeah, so thanks for letting me go on and walk you through that. I could have talked about it for hours, but I'll spare you. But yes, the next journal I make will be for sale, and a very dear Instagram contact is also commissioning me to make her a journal, a botanical one, so I can't wait to get started on that as well. So just send me a message if you're interested, and any of the bits and bobs in between, because yeah, I really want to make you guys some stuff. So yeah, please get in touch. All right, thanks. Bye.